Good afternoon. I'm going to do a meditation and relaxation for cutting the ties and healing. My name is Emma, and I'm going to facilitate this meditation today for cutting the ties from any negative people or people that you want to remove any negativity from. Okay, so we'll just set up. There's my new post in the background for my business. That just came a couple of days ago, so I'm very excited about that. I'm Emma. I'm a naturopath and birth professional in Mornington Peninsula, and I have run meditation classes. Alright, so sitting comfortably, taking a few nice deep breaths in through the nose to a count of 4, and hold, and out through the nose for a count of 4 or 6, and letting the inhalations and exhalations get longer and deeper, taking nice deep breaths and letting all the worries of the day go. And now, whoever the person that comes to mind that you want to remove connection with, to remove any negative ties, is the one that you can focus on today. And then perhaps next time you go through this meditation, you might use a different person or the same one, again using your intuition. And it's often the people that are in your life most prevalently, like partners, family members that have been with you all along. So tuning into your body and finding where this negative tie attaches to you in your body. It might be attached to an organ or a chakra, which is an energy center. And following this cord to the other person that's in question that you're wanting to improve the relationship with. And seeing where the cord attaches to them. It might be the same spot or it might be a different part of their body. You might actually like to also tune in and see if there's any message connected to this cord. There might be some blocks, some contract with this other person that you want to remove. So, breathing into it. And then when you feel ready, using your intuition to find out what can cut through this cord. Is it a scissor, a knife, a sword, or something else? And asking for the highest good to come of the situation as you cut through this negative cord. And if it's hard, you might also like to call on Archangel Michael with his flaming golden sword to cut through the cord for you, severing it so it no longer has power over you. And then checking each end of the cord if there's still any attachments. Because even though the cord has been severed, there might be little roots or something growing into the body from this cord, especially if it's a really strong cord. And you might like to call Archangel Raphael to help you to remove this, to heal the situation. And now, sending love to this person. And of course, sending love to yourself as well. And calling on Archangel Chamiel to send love to the situation as well. And you might need to ask for forgiveness from this person, and even forgive yourself, and also ask them for forgiveness as well. So perhaps in your mind, or even out loud if you wish, saying to the person's soul, I forgive you for anything that you've done that has upset or hurt me in this life or any lifetime. Please forgive me for anything I've done that has upset you in this life or any life. I love you and thank you for any lessons or learnings that have been gained from our situation. And then asking for the highest good to come from it all. In some small situation, this severing may be enough to cause the person to move on in their life, or even to continue in your life, but the problem doesn't persist. Things move on and the relationship continues in a happy, healthy way. However, as we know, most relationships can be a little bit complex, so you've probably got lots and lots of cords attaching to this person and others. And maybe you have your own belief systems that are sabotaging it as well. So it might be helpful for simple situations, but obviously for many situations you might need to do this and a few other healings many times. So perhaps we'll continue a little bit further. So moving on from that cord, seeing any connections, negativity from this cord has been removed, and tuning into your body to see where there is a cord connected to this person, where it is in your body. Perhaps it's in your heart or solar plexus, your pelvic region, your third eye, could be anywhere. So tuning in, seeing where it is, and following the cord to the other person and tuning into them and seeing where this cord connects to them, what part of their body. Again, it might be the same as in you. If it's a love relationship, sometimes it can both be strongly connected to the heart or even the back of the heart. If it's a spiritual connection, it might be both connected to your third eyes, but it could be anywhere, as you know, and it could be in a different spot in them, as I mentioned. So, asking for the highest good for a tool to cut through this cord, to disconnect this negative cord, after you've perhaps tuned in to see if there's any messages first that you need to learn from this cord, any blocks, any contracts with the other person. And when you're ready, severing through this cord with your tool, perhaps asking for Archangel Michael if you wish to help it out. And then checking the end of each cord to see if there's any roots or other devices attached to each end, growing into you or the other person, and removing that, or perhaps asking for Archangel Raphael to also come in and to help remove it and to heal the situation from both ends with his beautiful green light. And of course, sending love to the other person, love to yourself, and love to the situation. Bringing in Archangel Chamuel to send love to the situation at both ends. And giving thanks for any lessons, learnings from this connection and this cord, but allowing to let it go, its power over either of you and the relationship. Just let it all go. Bringing in forgiveness. So forgiving the other person, asking the other person's soul to forgive you, and of course forgiving yourself. So you might again like to say, I forgive you for anything that you've done that has upset or hurt me in this life or any lifetime. I forgive you. Please forgive me for anything that I've done in this life or any life that has upset or hurt you. Please forgive me. I am sorry. I love you. Please love me. Thank you. And encircling yourself in a pure white light of protection, and the other person as well. Encircling yourself in a beautiful pink light of unconditional love, and encircling the other person in a pure light of unconditional love for protection and love. And perhaps some purple light for healing, both of you. And as I mentioned, with many situations, it can be quite complex. So you might like to do this healing and other healing again. And the closer the relationship, and for the number of past lives as well, there can be more and more cords that you need to heal. Sometimes it feels unending, but you'll get there. And as time goes by, you should see the relationship start to heal, or else they'll move away and stop bothering you. Thank you for joining in today, and I hope you enjoyed this meditation.